This is a great start.
Look, I'm trying to eat chocolate and talk at the same time.
Cat, I don't think you can do that.
Will that we is doing a lot of heavy lifting. We'll fix it in post, by the way, because there's only one person fixing it in post, and it ain't the three of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doctor Who Reviews, the second podcast in 2 days, you lucky people. And by you lucky people, I don't mean us because we're exhausted. No, I'm talking about the people that are listening to this right now.
I feel fine.
Well,
I'm
good for
trapped here
you.
against my will. Someone save me.
I'm wide awake. I don't know what the rest of you are talking about.
Yeah, but the two of you didn't appear on the podcast last night, and two of us did.
I'm fine. I don't know about you.
I think I'm still destroyed by Eurovision weekend, but anyway.
I'm going to tell you right now, that thing that we had to assemble, over 600 pounds.
Oh my god.
I'm allowed to be tired.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're allowed to be tired if that was £600. And I don't think she's talking about the price in UK money somehow. So this was
like $3,000.
This episode is The Devil's Chord. It's a hell of an episode, and so it requires a hell of a special treatment because I'm joined by not one, not two, but three co-hosts. Firstly, to my virtual left, yesterday his trouble seemed so far away. Oh, he believed in yesterday. It's Freezing Inferno.
Suddenly.
Yes.
Not half the man I used to be.
Kat, that was actually really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Very melodious.
That is this very sweet lie.
Very melodious. To my virtual right, Penny Lane is in her ears and in her heart. It's Concave Usurper, better known as Cat.
Congratulations. This is probably the most Beatles you're going to get from this episode.
Pretty much. We were lied to, damn it!
Were we really?
Davies!
We'll sue them for false advertising.
Yes.
I mean, I would have done that if the episode hadn't been terrific, but it was, so... I can forgive it, but also, Davies, damn it.
Mm-hmm. And
finally, our special guest. The Beatles might love their dog, but we went one better. We love our wolf. It's Lena Mactíre.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, bitches.
We have an accomplished author. It's amazing.
With 2 books out this time. I didn't have that the last time I was here.
No, you didn't. The second volume wasn't out yet.
Yeah, I've been here the entire time.
And now I am procrastinating on doing the 3rd one.
Listen, that's a mood. I just finished some writing. I should have finished in late February, early March today. So
I haven't started yet.
Consistent work ethic.
I'm just happy to be here. I mean, I might have got things written had things like not exploded in my personal life, but yeah, anyways. So,
yeah, another feeling.
It's not a Beatles episode per se. It's an episode with the Beatles in it. But boy, this was an absolute doozy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Devil's Chord, my goodness. I was thinking, okay, why is it not like a Beatles poem? Why is it not called like A Hard Day's Night or A Hard Day's Fight? That's why, because it's not a Beatles episode.
Yeah.
Rights issues.
No,
yeah, it possibly was that.
The thing that gets me, though, is that it would be really easy to turn this into a Beatles episode. The Beatles were considered revolutionary for their time. They basically started the entirety of, like, pop music, I guess you could call it, right? Why not have the maestro go after them specifically to be able to take their music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have worked so well.
It's not a bad idea at all, that.
Instead, the maestro comes in, like, what was it, 40 years earlier in the 20s?
1925, yeah.
Makes no sense.
Well, coincidentally, it's the same year that the Toymaker breaks through to the universe.
Yeah.
Giggle. So,
what's going on in the 20s?
I mean, 1925 is like the Pantheon's version of A Crack in Time from Matt Smith.
I love the term Pantheon, by the way. I mean, Davis is also calling them unofficially the gods of chaos, but I think I prefer Pantheon.
Yeah, Pantheon is better.
Chaos.
So the opening is interesting. I mean, we've got that piano player Tim Drake, but I mean, like, you can thank Sean Dillon for this gift, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was Sean's contribution to the episode?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Thank
gonna
you,
say,
Sean.
Robin.
Nobody cares about Tim Drake.
Nope, nobody does.
I remember Tim Drake.
But this Timothy Drake is a music teacher who apparently tried his hand at composing earlier in his life and then became a music teacher. He's teaching a little boy, and then the little boy sort of goads him into, this is boring, sir. Have you not got anything that's a bit more, exciting? He says, well, there is one thing. And he plays this, like, forbidden chord, and out of the piano comes the absolute star of this episode, Jinkx Monsoon.
Oh, my God.
I did hear there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. I'm leaving. I'm gone. Bye.
Taxi for cat, but I'll allow it. It was actually done quite well. And this time we're not even lying.
Yeah, and this kid who is named Henry Arbinger on his notes, but then the notes magically vanish the Henry, so it's just Harbinger. Woo!
Yeah, that is so.
Oh, no.
That is so RTD. A villain hidden in plain sight. That's just so Russell T Davies.
Beautiful.
And then the maestro disappears him.
And
For now.
eats the music.
His song is sung and just collapses into clothes. Oh no, he got raptured.
God damn it. Wait, no.
Wait, no?
I said, God damn it.
Oh yeah. Of course.
You said he got raptured.
Yeah, not the best of choices there, Kat. Best choice of phrasing.
Oh, that's where that went.
Did
Sorry, I got distracted. I had been looking for something, and I just now found it.
Okay.
Hooray.
After I don't know. the name.
Hooray!
When Maestro comes out of the piano, they immediately address the whole issue of the pronoun for Maestro. So the character is they, them, but the actor is she, her. I believe.
Good to know.
Yes.
Yes.
Jinkx
So if
Monsoon
we
is
talk
she,
about
her.
Jinkx Monsoon, it's she, her. We talk about the maestro, it's they.
It kind of makes sense for the Maestro to be they, though, because the Maestro is a personification of music. I don't think that really has a gender.
Not really.
I can tell from Lena's intake of breath there, I've just opened an entire can of worms. Moving on.
Oh, no. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I'm not trying to trample anyone's toes here, is the point.
No, I know. You are fine.
It's so easy to just make an effort to not get it wrong.
Right. And so many people, for whatever reason, can't be bothered.
And if you get it wrong by mistake, fine, just apologise and don't do it again.
Exactly. This is not rocket surgery.
Chris pointed this out to me that they know the pronouns, they just want to get them wrong on purpose. So it's malicious and intent.
Ugh.
So it's the webcomic of, I'm mad, here's a solution, I don't want a solution, I want to be mad.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ugh.
Because, like, figuring out someone's pronouns is stupid easy. Like, someone tells me their pronouns, almost immediately I'm starting to use them. It's not difficult to do. Like, sometimes people do make mistakes. Like, if you've known someone for several years and they've always been one pronoun and then they change to another pronoun, I can see it being difficult to be able to switch over. the reason that, as far as I can tell, that people don't switch over is because of malicious intent. They don't believe in it. They don't want to believe in it. They want to misgender somebody however they want to.
We had that scene in the Star Beast where Sylvia Noble accidentally misgendered Rose and was like, "Oh, I mean she. Oh, sorry, I keep getting it wrong sometimes. You know, I'm doing my best."
Yeah.
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 That was a
It's like,
very
wasn't
human
one of-
side to it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't a malicious misgender. That's just going to you've known this child for years.
It's kind of
But
like
it's
when
like-
somebody starts going by a nickname. Like, at first you might call them by their full name, just sort of forgetting the nickname, but eventually you get it. If you don't use someone's nickname, that's usually on purpose. You know, like, I don't care what your nickname is. I'm going to call you this.
Yeah.
It's like, if we
Intent
can
is it.
continue to use nicknames, we can use pronouns. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Intent is everything.
Absolutely, Lena. Yeah.
Exactly.
Intent is everything.
Yes.
Maestro has killed the music teacher, dismissed Harbinger for the time being, and then the Maestro breaks the fourth wall.
Right.
Oh, that was brilliant.
The fourth
There's a
wall
lot
does
of
not
that, yeah.
exist in this episode.
It's a suggestion at this point. As Kat might say.
They play into the Doctor Who theme, and it's even better because we don't hear the full end of the Doctor Who theme. It then cuts to the Doctor Who theme playing on Doctor Who's jukebox.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
So delightfully meta.
This whole thing is meta as hell, and I love it.
What else is meta? This costume change.
Oh, this is such a gorgeous shot.
It's so cool.
Oh, the director needs to take a bow on this, because this is brilliant.
Also,
You
it's
know
been
what I'm
6
sure,
months.
Sorry, Kat?
Oh, no, go ahead, Russ.
Also, it's been 6 months between episodes, I guess, because now it's June 2024 is Ruby's present. So, hey, keep that in mind. There you go. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? Hey, there's your big finish gap. Endless adventures.
Oh, no.
We love story.
Lots of gaps just waiting for Big Finish to exploit them.
Yes.
I mean, there's probably every other gap out there, so why not?
Big finish are the masters of doing this shit. I mean, they get
Freezing. Freezing.
Huh?
He said they exploit every other gap out there.
Oh, for God's sakes! Oh, that's karma. That's instant laser guided karma right there. So I was teasing Kat about her phrasing earlier before we started recording, and now I've done it.
Mind the gaps.
And we're not talking about jeans. Yes, get it out of your system, Frez.
But
Yeah, my
does anybody
system,
else
don't
feel
mind
at
if I
this
do.
point that
Come on.
RTD just really wants to write a musical?
Yes,
He should have just written a musical. This was a semi-musical
Doctor Who,
episode. It wasn't a full musical episode, but I mean, we'll talk more about that when
Yeah,
we
then
get to
we
the.
would have had the Beatles in it.
Yeah, true. But we'll talk more about that when we get to the twist at the end. But both
Oh,
literally and
twist at the
figuratively.
end.
But yeah, musical episode would have been fantastic. But it's not the first time
I love
there's been
their
musical
fits.
episode numbers in Doctor Who. But I said we'll cover that towards the end. I love the shot where they stroll off, come out, and then not only are they completely changed in terms of their look, their clothes, but also the way they move and act.
They're just dancing it up. They're having a great time.
I mean,
They
Millie
are
Gibson is a
vibing.
find. Millie Gibson is an absolute find for this show.
Mm-hmm.
Last time she was able to immediately get into the character of creepy lizard woman. This time she immediately gets into the character of 60s girl looking for a good time.
Yeah.
And also the fact that the Doctor doesn't criticise her for her first choice of a journey into the past.
Yeah. They're just having a blast as they come out in 1963 and they're like, oh my God, we're at the crosswalk.
It's like the most realistic depiction of such a moment that you could possibly have. Like if any of us were to actually go back in time to the 60s, we would probably react in the same way.
Yeah.
100%.
Wait, isn't there like a promo picture of Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman at Abbey Road?
Yeah.
And 2 Daleks.
Rain, put that up.
And a shitload of Paul is dead in jokes.
Yes.
Well, here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul.
Oh my god.
Please go see Glass Onion.
I mean, that is a great film.
Well, you were referencing.
I think I do prefer the first Knives Out, but do watch Glass Onion. That's it, yeah.
They're both excellent. Oh, God. Spectacular.
And people saw that for Series 9 and thought, well, Jenna Cole's going to die, and lo and behold.
Lo and fucking behold. Wow.
She died, and then she didn't, but she also died, but she also didn't. And
Brez continued to have
that's
a
all right
bad
then.
day.
oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
But, well, yeah. Well, aren't we all excited? We're going to hear a banger Beatles track. Oh, what's it going to be? Is it going to be Love Me Do? She Loves You? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's time to hear that great all-time wonderful hit, I Love My Dog. Wait, what?
Their face when they start playing the song.
Oh my god.
Put that in the
Okay,
museum.
so, I know y'all have
so
a lot. I know Kat has a lot to say about this episode having a lack of Beatles, but I kind of got a vision in my head of how the planning for this went, where it's like, hey, we should do a Beatles episode. But then they realized, oh wait, getting the rights to Beatles songs would cost more than the budget for the season. So how do we get around having a Beatles episode without any Beatles songs? And the answer that they came up with, well, y'all already came up with an answer like, the maestro steals their music because they're so popular and good, which might have worked, but the answer RTD came up with, bless him, as his plot hook was, they go to see the Beatles, they're really excited, they pick up their guitars and start playing, and they're playing absolute dog shit!
Literally.
Yay!
And so then you've
Just
got the
playing some
question
dog
of,
shit.
well, yeah, then you've got the question of, well, what's up with that? Why are they playing this absolute nonsense? This isn't a famous Beatles song. And the answer became Jinkx Monsoon. But
And to be
great.
absolutely accurate, they're playing a terrible song composed in 15 seconds by Murray Gold.
And they are playing the song on what looks like well, maybe not the actual instruments that were used, but duplicates.
Yeah.
Like I looked it up, and those are the authentic period instruments that they're playing.
Oh yeah, they did really well with.
Also, I'm very sorry to everybody, but not Rainiac. I need to do this real fast.
Murray Gold, fanboy alert! Murray Gold, fanboy alert!
it's been a while since we hit that button.
Why are you apologising? That's me. Also, you've missed. There's another opportunity for that later on.
Oh, there's at least two more.
My God, is there one later on? But
Look, you started talking about Murray Gold. I'm going to start playing the button.
I will not apologise for liking that man's music.
Nor should you.
Apologize. But where's our season 10?
Well, he took drastic measures to make sure that never happened in this episode, didn't he?
Murray Gold appeared on Doctor Who as a character before the season 10 soundtrack came out.
Thank you, Audrey.
Just saying.
That is literally pretty much what Audrey tweeted out when that happened.
Basically. Oh yeah, it's not just the Beatles who sound like absolute crap, but also Cilla Black.
Oh, I have a story about this.
Please tell your story about
Tell us the story.
Okay, well, it's
So
my
one
dad's
day,
story
I was
actually,
in a
but it's
nearby pub and I happened to step outside and then I got hit by a piano and there
no,
he
no,
was,
it's better than the John Woodvine. He was in a pub that my dad also went to. Wad's story. I thought that was a good story because it meant Dad was instructed upon Avon, which is great. But so my dad was working Either in the 60s or the 70s. I can't remember which. No, I do remember which one. He wouldn't have been working in the 60s. So early 70s, he was working in the entertainment industry in Blackpool.
Right.
And so one of his jobs was theatre shows and concerts, that sort of thing. He would take care of some of that. So Cilla Black comes to Blackpool. She does a whole season on Blackpool in one of the theatres. And it's customary at the end of your run to pay for a party for the crew and the staff. The food, the drinks, all of that. And then everyone goes to the party, including the artist, and everyone has a good time. It's like, that's over. Great days. Cilla Black refused to pay for it. The staff got their own back by borrowing Cilla Black from her own end-of-season party. So they all got to have a good time, and she didn't.
Wow.
And then I think they charged her manager the bill for the party anyway, so... There was also a time during that same run where she went into the office where my dad worked to take a phone call and do a radio phone-in with possibly Jimmy Young. He wasn't entirely sure about that. And she insisted that the staff all guard the hallway so she could talk on the phone.
Okay.
Wow.
In short, based on those two experiences that my dad had, she was not the best of people. I know she was beloved when she got older and she became like a very popular and well-beloved TV show host. And I am sorry about the circumstances of her death because they were tragic. But, yeah, for the sake of these two stories, she wasn't the best of people to work with.
I'm going to be honest, before this aired, I didn't even know who this person was.
Well, you wouldn't.
Because I'm not
I will say that the
British.
actress that got to play young Cilla Black did a very good job in finding one that looked like her. She even had red hair, even though that was a wig, but underneath the wig was actual red hair.
Honestly, yeah. I just wish they did the same for the actual Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish they actually had Ringo and George appear in the episode more.
I know. They're right there. Ringo's not doing anything but making MS Paint art.
Was the recession so bad we could only afford two of the Beatles?
I'm sure Ringo is probably a lot cheaper than the others. I mean, come on.
Oh!
I didn't make any Simpsons memes this time, but I'm imagining the Cat's response to Ringo being like that one Simpsons bit. Come on, look at Ringo. He's not doing anything. He's gonna do something, and it's gonna be good.
He was the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine. How dare you?
Yeah.
No, he was the narrator.
Well, all right. He was the voice of the narrator in Thomas the Tank Engine.
And George Carlin was also on that show, who eloquently summed up Space Babies several years before it aired with the iconic phrase, "If you're preborn, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're fucked."
Oh no.
Yep.
Good old George Carlin.
He was one of a kind for sure. So the Beatles' music is terrible. Cilla's music is terrible. The orchestra's music is terrible. And again, we get another great put it in the museum shot of Millie Gibson and Shooty Gatwa reacting. And then Frezno's wildest dreams all come true at once. I'm going to save you time. Can't push the button.
I suddenly don't feel like it.
Oh, sure, he gets the Murray Gold button and I don't.
Doctor Who Near Alert. Doctor Who Near Alert.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy. Thank you.
There you go. Don't ask me for anything else.
Never ask me for anything ever again.
Jinkx Monsoon just shows up in every goddamn reflection in this cafe.
The spoon, the cafetiere.
Oh, it's
eyeglasses.
Yeah.
so good. The scene itself before Jinkx Monsoon shows up in every reflection is actually pretty poignant too, because Doctor Who is talking to Paul McCartney, and Ruby is talking to John Lennon, trying to figure out what the hell went wrong, and it's very poignant. Oh, in this world, music is just this dumb thing. It's like, who gives a shit about music? It's just, this obligation. And yet, you can feel this, like, sadness, this deep, profound sadness within them that they aren't able to express themselves creatively through music.
That scene broke my heart.
It is a poignant scene, isn't it?
Especially the detail of John is crying every night because he can't play music. He can't express himself.
Yeah, I mean, John got it better than Paul, whose reaction was basically, "Don't talk to me ever again."
Cold.
To be fair, that's after Maestro appears in their around them in various reflective things.
I don't know if the Beatles saw the Maestro or not.
No, but I definitely think that they were being influenced by them.
It could be that.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Maestro influenced everything else in this episode, so why not that?
Yes.
Because it occurs to me. I don't know that John and Paul were ever actually aware that there was a science fiction plot going on around them. They just
divided.
To be fair, any of us ever aware there's a science fiction plot going on around us? That's kind of the point of science fiction plots.
See, the problem is, though, they advertised it as the Beatles episode.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like you would think there would be a little, some awareness of what's going on here. But no.
I mean, at least at the end, they are considered to be such musical geniuses that they're the ones who finish off the chord that banishes the Maestro, but even then...
I will have interesting things to say about that when we get to that part.
Oh, that scene. That whole scene is just a madness.
You know what's really nice, though, is the scene that comes after here. Ruby on the roof.
Oh, yes.
Ruby on the roof with diamonds.
Hey. and there's a nice little if you're the type of person who is going gaga crazy over RTD's totally gonna bring Susan Foreman back. We got a Susan Foreman mention.
Oh god, we did.
Because Doctor Who's like, hey, it's 1963. I'm over there right now with my granddaughter. She's gone.
Or she might be gone.
Bummer. With the weird implication that whatever the fuck the Master did in Spyfall 1 reverberated through time and killed any other Time Lord. What?
I don't think that's true.
I will admit, I completely forgot that debacle occurred. I thought for a moment that the Doctor was referring to the events of Hellbent.
Oh, I wish he was referring to the events of Hellbent.
Right?
Frankly,
it would be so much better than the alternative.
I wish I was like Lena and I could suppress the memory of the Chibnall era.
Memory hole, baby.
Why I remember that he killed all the Time Lords? Because for the life of me, I can't get that stupid scene with the Rasputin song out of my head.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That scene was incredible, but also, yes.
Spice Up Your
Wait,
Life
did
is
RTD
better.
write that one? I don't remember.
No,
now.
that was a Chibnall.
That's a Chibnall.
Oh, okay.
RTD did Spice Up Your Life with the Toymaker, though.
He wants to write a musical. He just wants to write a
Which
musical.
is a better scene.
Write a musical. Make a
He did
jukebox
it. Yeah,
musical
there
around
is.
Doctor Who. Just do it.
I'd probably go and see it.
So would I.
But, yeah, Ruby, because Ruby is the only link to music that this world without music has, he gets a piano up there and she plays this song that she played for her friend after a girl broke up with her friend. A lovesick song for a heartbroken lesbian.
Leading to our first ever, I think, mention of the word lesbian in Doctor Who.
Really?
Certainly for a very, very long time.
We had Bill. Surely she said...
I don't think the term lesbian was ever used, but...
Surely she said it.
I think
RTD has that Disney money. He's going to make sure that they say lesbian and trans and everything as much as they possibly can. Fuck you, Disney.
It is, in fact, the first use of the word lesbian in the show.
Thank you. I thought it was.
Good. Terrible, but also good. Use it more.
Yeah, terrible that it's taken
That's
this long.
fine.
Good that they're actually using it now, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really love the way the scene's played, though. The way that all the people who in this world are like, "Our music fucking sucks. It's stupid." They open their windows and they hear this beautiful piano song, and they're like, "Oh my god, I have never had my heart moved by music before.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Holy shit!"
The different reactions are wonderful. One of them's crying. One of them's like ambivalent. One's smiling and one's laughing. One then tries to replicate the tune on her own piano, gets brutally murdered. That's not great, but
Well, she wasn't replicating it. She was playing Claire de Lune.
oh yeah, she was.
It was an entirely different
Well,
song. It's just, unfortunately, that didn't get the mic.
trying to repeat what Ruby had done in the sense of playing music on a piano.
Yes.
And, well, the entire point is that, you know, the maestro is like, "Someone's playing music! Woo! I've got to get them!"
So the maestro closes the curtains and then tears the old woman to pieces off camera.
And this scene is... the doctor is genuinely, like, afraid as the maestro comes out of this piano. It's like, "Oh my god!" And is running away. And there's this incredible...
To be fair, when the maestro's coming out of the piano, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, the laugh.
Ah, yeah, that too.
They share their
heard that.
father's laugh.
I heard that, and I turned to my girlfriend and said, "Oh, I've heard that laugh before."
I thought that was going to be the chord, actually, that banished them.
It's the
No,
giggle.
it's the giggle.
Yeah.
We got godlike beings coming back, and Doctor Who is petrified, and this leads to an incredible scene where Doctor Who is hiding from the maestro and uses the sonic create this dampening field, and the episode goes completely silent.
Oh, God, yes.
It's so good.
Cool.
The direction of this new era is just fantastic so far.
Absolutely. And the way Maestro
Sublime.
breaks it with a tuning fork in a puddle.
Oh, that tuning fork idea is so good.
Yeah.
Like, they start... The maestro starts by, like, "Oh, I can't be heard while I'm singing. What's up with this?" But they don't just panic. They just take out the tuning fork and smile, and they just do the thing with the puddle.
It's so
Beautiful.
cool.
The maestro is, like, 5 steps ahead for most of this entire episode.
The Doctor
It's like,
is
I'm
really
going to say
gen-
this now. If it wasn't for the fact that the maestro was in this episode, I probably wouldn't like this episode as much as I do now. If only because they lied to us about
Same.
the Beatles.
Well,
But putting Maestro in, Maestro is is fucking genius. I love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Maestro is so cool.
They're brilliant.
Oh, they really are.
Best new antagonist since Missy.
Absolutely.
If you can count Missy as a new antagonist, but yes.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. There are certain Missy vibes off of Maestro. I don't think that's doing the character any favours or any justice,
They're very
because...
camp and theatrical.
Oh, Jinkx Monsoon ate and left no crumbs.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
And the old woman that
I
gets
would like
brutally
to
murdered...
offer more scenery to our beautiful person who is going to be the maestro from now on. So please, Jinkx Monsoon, come and accept your prize of the rest of the scenery.
chewing the ham, just full ham, glorious.
Well, someone had to take over from John Sim.
But I love the
I
Doctor
mean, we
Who's
still do
genuine.
have the master eventually coming back, so...
Yeah, I love that Doctor Who is genuinely like terrified because the last time he fought one of these gods, it literally ripped him in half.
Yeah.
And killed. So it's like, oh god, I can't live through that.
My soul can't survive that again. Bloody hell.
That is how you do stakes. Wow.
That's how you set up
Yeah.
a top villain. My goodness.
I will say, while we're on the subject here, I have a mild gripe, which is the frequency of this particular plot, because this is very, very similar to The Giggle in a lot of ways. You've got this godlike being threatening all of reality, and who can reshape things on a whim, and human history is like a toy to them. Just, ooh, boof, it's all gone. Ha 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 ha. Oopsie doopsie. And you have to battle against this god with rules and the ancient games and try to banish it from this realm, or else everything you ever know will be gone. It's The Giggle again. It's The Giggle, but with music. And the giggle was only 4 episodes ago.
I know, but the giggle was so good it deserves a revisit.
A revisit,
Can
yeah,
I say
but
one
so
thing?
soon.
I'm going to say one thing that this actually reminded me of. Does anybody remember a little show called Batman the Brave and the Bold?
Oh, no.
You're going here.
Where a certain Neil Patrick Harris played the music meister?
Yes.
Who had bright red hair too?
We're coming full circle with the Batman references again, Sean.
Rayan, I believe you were going to say something about the old woman who gets brutally murdered.
Yeah, I was, but then they started gushing at the maestro, and I just let them do it. But yeah, the woman that plays her.
Anyways, more gushing about the maestro.
Oh, for God's sake! We have 2 more scenes to gush about the maestro at length. I'll be joining in with the gushing about the maestro at length, but for now, just let me get this point across.
Okay.
So the old woman that got killed by Maestro in this scene is played by June Hudson. That may not be familiar to you. She worked on Doctor Who as a costume designer
Oh.
back in the day.
In the Tom Baker era.
Yeah.
Nice.
And now she's getting into acting as a supporting actor, and she's been in things like EastEnders, and now she's been on Doctor Who.
I think she made I don't know, did she make the original Tom Baker suit or the burgundy one?
She made Romana's outfits.
She made Romana's outfits, and I think she made an outfit for Tom Baker that didn't get used.
Oh.
Ultimately.
She's the one who did that all-white floor-length dress that Mary Tam wore.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, good choice.
She created the scarf.
Like all of Romana's outfits.
She created the plum outfit and
there's a lovely picture backstage of June Hudson and the current costume designer and 2 of the Maestro's costumes.
Aww.
Just to finish my point a little bit about, reusing this plot line.
Certainly.
I get, it's the pantheon, the gods, and we're probably gonna see more of them, but I do hope they space it out a little more. Honestly, the finale probably will have another one, if not a returning one, come back and do some nonsense. But I kind of want them to cool it on the gods thing, or at the least have another plot beyond. Oh, they're messing with reality. Time to challenge them to a duel.
I think you'll get your wish.
I think I will too.
Absolutely.
But to sell the stakes on what'll happen if the maestro is allowed to remove music from the world, we got a terrifying flash forward to the future of 2024.
Yeah, the Doctor takes Ruby to what happened after Eurovision Song Contest 2024. Oh, I'm sorry, no, a nuclear winter. That's even worse.
Okay.
Look, real talk about Eurovision. Eurovision peaked in 2006 when Lordi won it.
Remember 2006 when Eurovision was good?
The second those guys, the wings came out of that guy's back, that was it. Everyone else should just quit the contest. They weren't beating that year. Kat knows what I'm talking about, I think, the way she's laughing.
No, okay.
I remember seeing that. That's how I got introduced to Lordi, actually.
Yeah. They deserve to win that year, all right, because they actually put in the work.
Yeah, they did.
So I'm going to be the big super nerd and say that this beat is very similar to the beat from Pyramids of Mars, where Tom Baker, who we were just talking about a second ago, brings Sarah Jane into the future.
Guy who's only constantly he's watches Pyramid of Mars. This is so similar to Pyramid of Mars.
No. Okay, but this blows that scene out of the water.
Absolutely.
Sarah Jane just reacts with like, oh goodness, that's bad. Well, let's stop the bad guy. Millie Gibson is like, every love is dead. Oh my god!
Somehow the peaking makes that better.
Yeah. Don't even redo that. That's so much better than it was.
If you saw the world had turned into a nuclear destroyed hellscape, you'd peak your microphone too.
I do a damn sight more than that.
And so does Millie Gibson, and it's really effective. And
God, they found a diamond in Millie Gibson. They really have.
And when Maestro reveals that they were like, "Oh, it's the most beautiful music in the universe. The cold harshness of a nuclear winter, the alien tones. I'll make it spread across the universe, and it'll be beautiful music."
Yeah.
Now imagine that delivered with 300% more camp and ham, and you've got Jinkx Monsoon's performance.
Did anybody else
Someone can
feel?
hear the sound of silence?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Did anybody else feel really old when Ruby was talking about, I was born in 2004, my whole life has been Beyonce and etc.
Yeah, I turned to dust.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I just turned to dust in my chair. That moment. Yeah.
I used to listen to songs from the 40s. Don't at me.
I will allow that one first because it absolutely does capture my mood when I heard that.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
You know what makes you feel really old is those kids who do papers about events that happened in the late 1900s.
Oh God.
1 second. I haven't exactly hit my reaction to this. There we go.
Actually, I've also got something else that might work for that. Let me actually find it. It might take me a second.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, that works too.
But yeah. Again, we are gushing about the Maestro, but they're so good.
You're so good.
They're so good at being so bad. And I think one of the reasons why the character works so well is that Jinkx Monsoon's work ethic is utterly insane.
Yeah?
They did, for every take that Jinkx Monsoon shot as this character, she did it in a different way.
Oh wow.
And she did it in a different way
my gosh.
to play up the whole chaotic, unpredictable nature of Maestro. And also because, according to Russell T Davies, no one works harder than Jinkx Monsoon.
There you go.
Wow.
They just put an insane amount of work into this character, and it paid off. And
Dedication.
her first major TV role. She's done stage acting. She's played Mama Morton in Chicago. She's obviously done Drag Race because that's where she was discovered. But first major
Better get
TV
a
role,
fucking award for this.
and it's this.
Hell yeah.
They absolutely
I want her to get all the awards.
They absolutely won't give her
Yes.
an award, but they should. Like Welsh BAFTA should give Best Supporting Actor or Best Supporting Performer to Jinkx Monsoon for this episode because my goodness,
Where's Clara's award? I want Clara to get an award.
I think she was nominated way back when, but didn't win.
Good.
So the Master is now
Jinkx
after
Monsoon
Ruby.
isn't nominated. Something's wrong.
Yeah, the Master is now after Ruby because music, and she knows music, so that can't be allowed to carry on. As she so poetically puts it, she's the only human being left with a song in her heart.
A song in your heart? Why, that makes me think of that other show.
Oh god, this is literally Symphogear. God damn it.
Yes. Yes! Yes!
Please, Rain, you haven't heard yet. There was something I haven't told Frizz yet. I found a video game that you can play on your mobile, your cell phone, that is all about you traveling to a certain world where these people who are in bands have to find the song of their heart.
What?
And through that are able to truly talk to each other for the first time and express their true feelings.
It's the Symphogear mobile game, isn't it?
No, actually, it's a Miku game.
Oh wow!
I mean, that works.
Oh, I don't know about
Creative
Symphogear,
Minecraft.
but I do have My Little Pony.
Lena, what the hell?
Oh, shit. I need to watch that one, too.
Oh, now
I
you're
need to finish My
reminding
Little
me.
Pony. I haven't finished it.
Kat was crazy into the ponies back in like 2012.
Was?
Yeah.
Was?
I was going to say
You
what?
were.
Was?
You were trying to get me to watch that shit for ages.
No, but the issue is was.
Was?
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 Still am?
Okay.
Scott, the was what?
Sure.
It's like I still need to finish the series, but I still am very much into the My Little Ponies.
Oh yeah.
Same.
And while we've got our special guest here, hey Lena, how about that Star Trek reference in
Oh.
Space Babies?
Oh my god, I loved it. I loved all of them. I I realized that the legal aspect of it would make it next to impossible, but I want a Star Trek crossover to happen.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
I mean, they could do it like Galaxy Quest,
Picard?
where it's not actually Star Trek, but it's like legally distinct Star Trek. That could work.
Realistic Star Trek.
I want
I know
Picard
you
to be on Doctor Who, though.
Or the video game Chroma Squad, which is definitely not the Power Rangers, guys. It's totally not the Power Rangers.
Lena, I know you especially loved the RTD interview where he was like, "Yeah, I liked Star Trek before, but Discovery, that was my shit."
Yes, I recall I excitedly linked you to it
You did.
and was like, one of us!
Kubo gobble, Kubo.
Something Romulans.
Excuse you, I'm a Borg at best.
I don't think I myself was a Romulan. Excuse you, Cat. That's completely thrown me off. Alright, so the Maestro is pursuing Ruby. We get the best line in the episode, possibly the best line in the entire series.
What's that?
That was non-diegetic.
Yes!
Who hears Murray Gold music?
Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody who's confused, non-diegetic basically means all the background music that the characters can't actually hear whenever you're watching a TV show or movie. So it is now officially Doctor Who can hear Murray Gold.
The
Which I
fourth
believe
one is
calls
just
for
a
it.
suggestion at this point.
A suggestion they have collectively decided to ignore.
Very well thought. They have. I mean, it's great, isn't it? Because the Doctor breaks the fourth wall, and then he breaks the fourth wall for real. He smashes the glass and breaks the fourth wall.
Beautiful.
I watched him do that and I said, no, don't do that. That's an antique console. Oh.
Oh, Doctor.
Also, the Master taking control of the TARDIS? What the hell was that?
Godlike being.
Oh, that was so cool.
Also, more
it's like,
arc shit.
Rain, you're the music guy. What was the Maestro playing when they took over the TARDIS?
Oh God, I have no idea. Honestly,
Was that the TARDIS theme or was that the Doctor Who theme? Because I can't remember which one it was.
I love that exchange. Rain, you're the music guy. What was playing? I don't have any fucking idea.
I think that what they were doing was that they were playing the sound that the TARDIS usually makes whenever they're taking off.
I think it may have been
But
that.
I can't remember.
I know I loved it. Whatever it was, I loved it.
It was fantastic.
They just play with everything about this episode. It's just so good.
Oh, by the way.
Anyways, talking
arc
more
shit.
about Maestro.
Arc shit.
We're getting there. Oh, yeah, arc shit. So, if you're gonna have plot arc stuff, this to me is how you should include it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, make it part of the plot of the current episode, and not just tune in 6 weeks to find out what this is all about. No.
Where did I link my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have a theory about what's going on with this particular arc. And I have some evidence for my theory. I don't usually do this whole speculation thing. Because, well, I mean, in the Chibnall era, I didn't give two shits. But it kind of got the wheels in my head turning a little. And I could be wrong, but I have compiled 5 points of evidence to support my theory, which I will now speak of in order. So we have Doctor Who is actually the timeless child, a weirdo alien from some unknown place. That's canon. Doctor
Oh, no,
Who
I
spread
think I know
salt
where
at
you're
the
going
universe and allowed all of these weirdo godlike beings to sneak in, like the toy maker, the maestro, and God knows who else. RTD is not only not shying away from the Timeless Child, but making emotional parallels to it between Doctor Who and Ruby, as we saw in Church on Ruby Road and Space Babies. There is clearly some weird shit going on with Ruby and where she came from, given the fact of the snow coming in every time we try to remember or probe deeper into her origins. And this episode introduces the concept that the godlike entities of the Pantheon have some concept of procreation in the familial, because Maestro calls the toy maker their father, and Henry Arbinger from the Cold Open is also referred to as a child of Maestro. So, my theory is that Ruby Sunday is an abandoned godchild from the Pantheon.
Oh, I thought for a second that you were going to say the Doctor is also one of the part of the Pantheon or something. Because
I've seen that around. I've seen that theory around. I don't like that theory as much because that kind of goes into focusing on what the Timeless Child's...
it makes him the lonely god as well. I don't like that.
Focusing more on the lore and making the Doctor the most epic thing.
My idea was that maybe Ruby is for the same species that the Doctor is from, originally.
Could work too.
What if it's both?
I prefer Frez's idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are we actually going to get the companion is a trap idea I came up with like 10 years ago?
I don't know if we'll go that far. I don't think Ruby Sunday is a malicious entity. Just
no, controlled.
Mm-hmm. Just
she doesn't know she's a trap.
Abandoned for whatever purpose.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're saying a sleeper agent.
I don't know what a sleeper agent.
Well, just that she's unaware of her true purpose.
That's what a sleeper agent
I know.
does.
I'm trying to voice it in the situation. She's not a sleeper agent, Kat. God damn it! Give me a second here.
No.
I'm thinking on the fly.
Implies that you're supposed to activate at some point.
I'm thinking on the fly. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Cancel the last one. I will come up with a name that's not sleeper agent later on, but yes. But it may not be that. It might just be that she's a child of the Pantheon that's been abandoned.
That's what I figure.
Yeah. I'm lending credence to your theory. Whatever she is, the song in her heart saves her, leading to the most glorious final confrontation.
We challenge you to a rock-off. Give us one chance to rock your socks off.
Music battle, bitch!
The devil went down to Georgia. They were looking for a soul to steal.
And they nearly found one here. Oh, nearly found two.
I have only one criticism of this, and that's, can you please, for 5 seconds, focus on one thing?
Yeah.
I kept jumping between them and circling around them. It's like, I'm getting dizzy.
There was a lot of cuts, yes. But also, I'll forgive it. I'll forgive it because you get Jinkx Monsoon going ham on a drum.
I appreciate the exposition about the Mrs. Mills piano.
Yeah.
How many people in the world are aware that the piano from Lady Madonna actually has a name?
I wasn't, that's for sure.
It's like they do their research or something. What can I say?
It's also, incidentally, one of my favorite Beatles songs. It's Lady Madonna.
Not a bad choice.
Mine's Yellow Submarine.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Also not a bad choice. I wrote those. Wow.
Actually, this reminds me, Lena, I have to ask, have you seen the Bee Gees version of a Beatles movie?
Yes, it's bad.
It's so bad.
The Bee Gees did a version of the Beatles movie.
It is a profound example of deep hurting.
Deep hurting
joke. Much better than the one I made
The
last
Bee Gees
week.
made a movie, and they set the movie as a sort of musical, all to Beatles songs. And so when they sing "Strawberry Fields Forever," it's actually a woman named Strawberry Fields.
Oh,
Yes, they did that joke in Bond too.
Wait, this is a real thing that happened in like the 70s?
It's a
not just
real
a
thing.
It's a real thing, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's very loosely based on the Sgt. Pepper album, and I mean very loosely.
And then
Yes.
40 years later, the Something of Boris ripped it off.
There's something about...
I've linked you that before, I'm sure.
I know you have, but it's such a deep cut, I wasn't expecting it.
The Radio 1 DJs having a good time trying to come up with their own theme for a Quantum of Solace.
Oh,
The thingy of Woxit, Something of Boris.
Can we talk about the resolution to the music battle? Because it's interesting, to say the least.
Oh my god. A split time is guaranteed for all. Who buy? Who for? Who's it guaranteed
I
for?
want you to know, I was so curious. I actually bought this on purpose. just
I'm
to see what
sorry.
it was.
Wait, Donna Pleasance?
Oh, Pleasance is this shit.
Earth, Wind and Fire?
Oh god.
No, that's the weird part. It's got Steve Martin. Steve Martin does a rendition of Maxwell Silverhammer, and it's terrible.
Well, yeah, he can't sing.
Cat, is this a new bad movie night thing?
No!
Yes.
Yeah.
No!
Yes. Yes.
It can't be worse
Just
than
yes.
Last Airbender. Can't.
Oh, yes, it can.
Oh, I'm excusing myself from this
yes,
right
it can.
now.
Cat, you're agreeing with her, and that scares me.
I'm exercising my yearly veto on this right now.
Okay, well, Rain,
shall
talk
be no
about
vetoes.
the resolution to the episode, to the climax.
Well,
then.
I just love, by the way, that they show the music notes on the screen. Like, both hanging over the piano, and also when Maestro is playing the music notes as a weapon. It's like, dun, 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 and they're literally flying at the Doctor and Ruby, and then Ruby gets trapped in a double bass.
God.
And then the Doctor gets trapped in a drum and he can't breathe, and the Maestro's hammering the hell out of the drum, having a grand old time. But they make a mistake. They're so busy beating the hell out of the Doctor that they don't notice that the piano has gone flying out of the room. They made it fly out of the room.
Yeah.
And
You
then
forgot
Paul
one
and
thing,
John...
Maestro.
Paul and John turn up, and they complete the chord, and bye-bye Maestro.
You forgot this was a Beatles episode, Maestro! Back into the void with you!
Ha ha ha.
But not
Johnny
before giving us a
Paul.
cryptic hint about the finale.
Now, what was that, Rain?
Not before giving us a cryptic hint about the finale.
Oh, right, yes. The one who waits and all.
Why
I'm
does
of two
everybody
minds
forget about
this.
George and Ringo?
Oh, they went to the piano with the Maestro. It's terrible.
Oh, God.
There's only two Beatles now.
Jeez. Now, I'm of two minds about this resolution. I mean, for one, it's weird because I'm like, it is good that the Beatles actually factor into the resolution of the Beatles episode. That's
Yes.
very good. But I'm also, I have enough self-awareness to know my biases. If this was a Chibnall episode, I would be bitching because it's, the Doctor is totally ineffective against the baddie. Oh, it's up to the guest character to save the day. That's definitely how I would read it if this were Chibnall era again. But the fact that it's RTD era and we've had a Doctor that's been more proactive so far, that you let this slide, it's when it happens every other goddamn episode that it becomes a problem.
If they played the entire
Honestly, I feel
chord...
that's uncharitable.
I know.
If John and Paul had played the entire chord, I would have agreed with you. But the fact they're just finishing it off, I think it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to admit my own biases.
And also, Jinkx Monsoon's acting again when they're about to be banished, but then he gets the Doctor gets the wrong note.
I'm about to make a very specific reference. The scene of the Maestro being defeated would be improved if they had put the Giorno theme over it from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Why, yes, it was.
In the year of our Lord's 2024?
We haven't got a JoJo alert, have we?
No,
No.
JoJo alert.
Not yet.
Well, You know, my favorite stand is Man in the Mirror.
Come on!
Does the JoJo of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure go to live in Tucson, Arizona?
Not that I'm aware of.
And Lena saved it. It's good. It's good again.
Well, yeah. We got back to the Beatles again. Hey, there you go.
You might say we got back to where we once belonged.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
I swear, I had to put up with these guys 8 days a week.
I can't think of one. No, never mind.
Hey, a blackbird.
Oh, hey, a blackbird, yeah. Please me and talk about the next part of the episode. There.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you need a little help from your friends to continue the episode?
Oh!
Back to the 11th Hour by our resident paperback writer.
Oh!
It will be a paperback before too long.
Excellent. I want that on my bookshelf.
I'm in pain.
Get back to the episode.
I'm in pain. Help.
Because there's always a twist at the end.
Literal twist at the end.
And the twist is that it's a musical now, baby. Deal with it.
Yeah, I've seen so many different opinions on this.
It's fine.
It's a Marmite. It's a Marmite ending. You either love it or you hate it.
I loved it.
Honestly, I feel like they just included this to get their mileage out of the 60s costumes and hair because they didn't really get to do that for the rest of the episode.
Well, Rain, I know you love it because Murray fucking Gold shows up.
Yeah, cameo.
He does?
Murray.
I don't know if that actually came through or not.
Murray! Silence!
It was perfect because it didn't come through, so all I hear is boop, 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 boop. Murray!
Silence. Yeah, but Lena, he's the pianist.
Oh, okay.
As Audrey put it,
Murray Gold has become a character in Doctor Who.
As Audrey put it on Twitter when the episode went out, Murray Cole fissionizes himself to avoid releasing the Series 10 soundtrack.
Murray Gold's canonized himself to avoid it.
Good old Audrey.
But it's a good tune. It's a good tune.
I mean, I love the fact about just about Audrey. That's how I found out Boris Johnson had quit. I was like, this is a hell of a fun about this. Jesus Christ.
Oh, tuned into the pulse of British politics.
I can't remember if Audrey also got Liz Truss in there, but she possibly did. Yeah, the twist at the end. So, people going, oh my god, the show is ruined because we have a musical number in it now. I got news for those people. It happened in Series 3.
And A Christmas Carol.
And A Christmas Carol, but we had a musical number ending the episode at the end of Evolution of the Daleks.
Oh, yeah.
It was the best part of that episode. Because it didn't involve the Daleks.
I like this. Good. I like this new era of Doctor Who where they could be free and do a lot more stuff like this.
They just don't care anymore, and I love it.
Yeah.
They have no fucks to give, and I am here for it.
The only thing that held them back
We've
was...
been running this show for 60 years. We're doing it ourselves.
The only thing that held them
in
back
our
for this
own
particular
way.
episode, getting the actual music, was licensing and cost, and that's about it. If they had the money, they would absolutely have done it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much about this. So, there's a twist at the end. The twist at the end is that Harbinger is actually still around.
Ooh.
I think that's for season 2, though.
Plus, there's a twist at the end of the arc, apparently.
Yeah, there was also a twist in this episode. A Susan twist.
Oh, it's
In every
them
single
again.
episode so far.
Yep, she was the tea lady. Sadly, she did
So
not
I would
appear
like
in...
to, I would like to formally retract what I said back when she first appeared in the Church on Ruby Road. It seems that she might be more special than we thought because, again, she's been in every single episode.
And
so
she'll
far,
be in Boom.
including the next one.
Yeah, she'll be in Boom as well.
This is a voice there, though, apparently.
I think I might have seen... Because Confidential always does like... here's a clip, exclusive clip from the next episode. I think she may have been in that.
You know what would be the ultimate troll? Is if she wasn't part of the Ark of the Hall, and RTD just kept casting her to...
I don't know if she is part of the arc, or maybe she's just set something up for Boom. I don't know.
I don't know. Because, interestingly, if you look back at it, Ruby doesn't look at her once. She looks at her in Church on Ruby Road, but she never looks at her when she appears on the screen in Space Babies. And as far as I know, in the cafeteria where she's serving tea, she never looks at her. Ruby never sees her.
I think she only dresses the Doctor, so you could be right. Well, she can't be the one who waits, because the one who waits is almost here.
See, my crackpot theory is that it turns out she's Clara in disguise.
No!
But that's not actually it.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope.
Oh,
It's me pandering.
You son of a bitch, don't give me hope.
the other theory is that she's Susan.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, don't give me hope.
It could be that she's Susan, or it could also be that she is the mother of Ruby and is this super special, powerful one that Maestro alludes to.
Or it's a troll, and the fact that she's called Susan Twist gave RTD the idea for a joke.
Or it's a troll.
But something is happening with this actress and with these seemingly unrelated characters.
I guess we'll see.
I will just want to go a little bit into how this whole sequence was made, because they really pushed the boat out for this.
Yeah.
5 sets at 3 different locations. They brought in the Bridgerton choreographer to choreograph the whole thing. He had a special request before he agreed to do it. He said, I'll do it if you let me do the twist on camera. So he did. He doesn't appear in the episode itself, but they filmed his little bit, and they played it in confidential.
Nice.
Aww.
So he got his wish. He got to do the twist on camera, just not in the actual episode. But Jack Murphy does a fantastic job here. So do all the dancers who were specially selected and auditioned from 80 different schools, dancing schools, across Wales and Bristol. There's a cameo by 2 people from Strictly Come Dancing.
Shirley Ballas and Johannes Radebe.
Johannes Radebe, yeah.
Radebe, thank you.
I think he's from South
terrible
Africa,
at
so you
names.
would no. It's fine. It's fine. You wouldn't know how to pronounce that name.
I got Johannes right.
You
That
did?
counts?
Yeah, but he's from South Africa. And I will say right now that Strictly Come Dancing is not my cup of tea. At all. But I know a lot about it, and I've watched a lot of it because Mum used to watch it, so...
Right.
Oh.
She,
Aww.
so as soon as I came away, oh my god, it's those 2! Shirley Bass is the head judge, and Johannes is one of the professionals. Basically. I don't think he's ever won the series, has he? But I think he has been in the final. He has been one of the runners-up. But, yeah, this whole thing is just glorious fun. It could be depicted as, oh, we've got 5 minutes to fill here, but I think they just were having fun with it.
What good is Doctor Who if you can't have fun with it?
Right.
Yeah.
I particularly like the way Abbey Road turns into a keyboard.
Oh,
Yes.
it's
Oh,
been
that's
done,
so-
but that's still wonderful.
Apparently, if you look at the behind the scenes, they confirm that is a homage to the movie Big.
Yeah, like I said, it's been done, but
No, they did that on purpose. It was supposed to be.
I've just realised that if they should have included Susan Twist Tea Lady in the musical number, but they didn't.
Oh well.
So we didn't get a twist at the end, unfortunately.
That's the joke.
The actual
That's
twist in the end is actually Harbinger coming back. I think this whole musical number was to hide that little fact.
Maybe, huh?
I don't know what's going on with that, because if the Maestro's gone, why is Harbinger still around?
Why not?
Does it mean that Maestro's coming back? Yes, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Daniel Bryan has entered the call.
There's your wrestling joke for this podcast. What do we think of Devil's Chord, y'all?
I think Lena should go first.
Oh, thank you, Rain. I'm sort of like, as a Doctor Who fan, I absolutely adored it. After so long where it felt like the show was being entirely too serious with itself, I'm glad that we got to see it be just silly and ridiculous again. As a Beatles nerd, I would have appreciated more Beatles-related action, even though I understand why they sort of had to be kept to a relative minimum. But aside from that, I thought it was great.
Would anyone else like to go next?
Yeah, sure. I really loved it. It's fun. And Maestro, brilliant. Lovely scenes like the piano playing and the whole music battle and twist at the end. Just Space Babies was, kind of routine introductory Doctor Who, inventive and clever and barmy in all the right ways, but still, pretty safe as it goes. Devil's Chord is just absolute gonzo, and I'm here for it. More of this shit, please. Thank you.
Cat?
So, RTD, if you want to write a musical, we're there for you. Trust me, we're there for you.
100%.
Amen to that.
Yeah. If you think of this as strictly just a Doctor Who episode, this is probably going to be my favorite of the series that we're doing so far. Obviously, the rest haven't come out yet. We shall see. But so far, this is my favorite. If you think of this as a Beatles episode, then fuck you. It's not.
It's not, no.
One disappointment. And it's like the one disappointment I have for this entire episode is purely a technicality to the fact that apparently Disney money is not enough to be able to buy the rights to one single Beatles song.
Edmund paid $250,000 in 2012 for a minute of Tomorrow Never Knows, so yeah.
We found the
Like,
master
not even
kryptonite
that,
at long last.
Honestly, in theory, you could totally get away with not using any Beatles songs as long as you just use the titles, right? Like, you could easily just say, oh, they're about to record this song such and such, and then their, like, musical instruments don't work for some reason because the maestro is messing around with them or something. There are ways around it. Just saying. But I don't work for the BBC or Doctor Who or anything like that. So...
Okay, let's go for another take. I don't love you, no, no, no.
I will say, though, online, some people have been comparing Maestro to Ursula and how they tried to steal voices and such.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see it.
Fitz?
I can also see it. Is it bad that I kind of wish that Jinkx Monsoon would play Ursula now?
No. It's
That's
logical.
a brilliant idea.
In fact, pitch this to Disney right now.
Or Queen Latifah.
But that will require a Little Mermaid sequel / remake thing.
It'll be
Another
better than
one?
the live action one.
Probably. I mean, anything's better than those. I don't watch. Really.
Why are we even
Not
having
only are they making a live action Moana already, they're still working on Moana 2 as well.
Is The Rock going to be in the live action one?
Yes.
Okay, well that at least is probably right.
So, Ryan, what did you think of Devil's Chord?
I loved it. Here's the thing. I've not got the attachment to the Beatles that some of you have. I appreciate that they are geniuses, musical geniuses, but their music doesn't really... That's Lena coming to get me
Choose
as I
your words
speak.
carefully, sir.
That's Lena coming to get me as I speak. I will rephrase. I will rephrase. They're not my favourite band. But I can appreciate their musical genius. No hook coming from my neck? Okay, good. The episode, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. On first watch, I thought the twist at the end thing was a bit... Oh, we've run out of time. Let's just stick a musical number in there. Then I realised, no, they're just having fun with it, and that's great. And I hope we continue to have fun with this. And I think we will. I think this will be the series where they keep trying to subvert expectations.
Thank God.
So far, they're doing it beautifully, so please keep that up. The Maestro, absolutely the best original villain we've had in 15 years. Because I don't count Missy as an original villain, but if we do, it's 10 years.
Incredible.
They even managed to outstage the Toymaker, and the Toymaker was bloody fantastic as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. The whole Maestro is a lot better because you get all that charm of the godlike being messing with reality without all the baggage of this 60-year-old legacy character who dressed up in that.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that, too.
Plus, to be fair, you actually get to learn the rules along with the Doctor of how the Maestro works, rather than some people knowing the rules and some people not knowing the rules.
True. And also the fact that the Maestro couldn't cheat out because they were a child of the Toymaker. I like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we all loved it. Two of us wish there was more Beatles in it. But we all loved it. And then next time is a hell of an occasion because Stephen Moffat is returning to Doctor Who, writing Boom.
Yay!
It's just called Boom.
Yay! Competent writers!
He's back!
I love how you're saying
Return of
that.
the King.
Kat, I love how you're saying that. We just had two of the best written
Here comes the sun!
episodes
I
by
said vice
RTD.
first. That includes RTD.
Okay.
The goat returns.
The goat returns.
Ah.
Oh my god, what, you actually did it? And it's the one I was at least expecting to actually do it as well. That's even better. No, so it's called Boom. It's called Boom. I think it's going to be... I don't think it's going to be another Blink. I think it might be a Dr. Light.
Right. I may have peeked. I may have looked on Twitter today, and that's pretty much on the mark. I think.
A Dr. Light.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was something about Ruby getting more focus.
Yeah, that's what I meant by Dr. Light. I don't think he's going to just magically disappear from the episode, but I think he's going to be, let's say, compromised.
I mean, if he steps off of it, then he will magically disappear.
Yeah.
From the episode.
You realize what this means?
I wasn't going to mention that whole plot point, but yes, he steps on a lamp.
He will be a nowhere man.
Moffat is going to be writing Ruby and going to go back to his competent companion role. He's going to write her as Clara.
If he steps...
To be fair, Ruby has already shown to be very competent.
Yes.
She figured out the space babies thing.
Yeah.
But also, it's Moffat doing it.
Also, we've had like 6 months of character development off camera, so she can be competent.
Oh, man.
She can be first in time travel.
Oh. Isn't that a breath of fresh air after gestures to the last era?
I mean, a part of it might be because they had to cut the era down to 8 or 9 episodes instead of the usual 12 or 13, but yes.
Well, I can't wait for that.
But yeah, it's gonna be good because it's Stephen Moffat and also again subverting expectations. If the Doctor steps off that mine before it's disowned, he'll end up in Penny Lane.
I already did that one at the start.
I've come full circle. Sue me.
Now you're marrying you. Fuck.
Push the button, Cat.
It's a special
Doctor
guest.
Who Mirror Alert! Whoop, 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 whoop.
F2, Lena.
Say goodnight, Rainiac.
Well, hang on a minute. Whoa. We can't say goodnight yet. There's a small issue of, plugging to be taken care of.
Oh, right. Look at me. I was subverting expectations.
Oh, yeah,
I'm actually
yeah.
very clever. So, that being said, now that all of your expectations are subverted, Rainiac, where can you find us lovely people?
You can find us lovely people on Twitter at Rainiac the Maniac, at Concave Usurper, at Freezing Inferno, at the Kachiri, and at Castor Wolf Lena.
Can't find it, the Kachiri, on Twitter because cactus. So go
Thank
to
you. Yeah, okay.
Frez
So
instead.
it's frez.com/the Kachiri. Thank you. I keep forgetting that.
Some of us have also been on Threads. It's usually the same.
Because
name.
cactus.
Because cactus.
Twitch.tv is the same for the usual regulars. So it's /Rainiac the Maniac, /Freezing Inferno, /Concave Usurper, and /the Kachiri.
Go watch Mega May.
Yeah, watch Mega May and watch Cat's Stardew Valley Sunday streams,
Yeah.
where we break Chris with William Defoe puns.
It's one of those
get-
things you have to be in the Willem to know.
I was just about to make a Willem de No pun right that second. Oh my god, now you're mirroring me.
You've trained her too well. You fool, we're all
Do you have
doomed.
any idea what I have been doing all week to her?
Your power continues to Willem to grow.
Oh, God.
Literally, there is a tag on my Twitch that just says Willem to grow.
Ignoring all of this, later, if you want to plug.
I would like to plug my Patreon, patreon.com/CastorWolfLena.
Give her money. Give her money.
Wolf money. Give Wolf money.
Wolf needs money to eat.
She
Money
does.
can be used to exchange for goods and services.
And rent.
Far more important, yes.
Rent, then peanuts.
Yeah.
I can go for some peanuts right about now.
Peanuts? We have peanuts?
Hmm?
I'll have to explain that joke to you guys.
Yes, and as you already pointed out earlier, you're procrastinating on chapter volume 3 of Back to the Unvower, but the first 2 volumes are out there to be purchased.
I will try to have it done before Sean shows up on the show.
That's impossible.
So
You're not doing it in 2
Damn.
weeks later. You're good, but you're not doing it in 2 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. See, I'm at the point in the book where I only have the last round of edits to do, and it's on the Clara portion.
You're not doing it 2 weeks later. You're not doing it 2 weeks.
Yes, I can, Rain.
Just to spite me. Spite's a powerful motivator. You go ahead and do it.
quick, everyone act naturally. Maybe he won't talk about Clara anymore.
What, me or Frez?
That'll happen when hell freezes over.
Lena
The only
writing
Clara
about
you're allowed to talk about in the Beatles episode is the Clarabella.
Oh! By Terror for the Trees by Sean Dillon, before I forget as well. And Shadow of the Califrayan by Lena and Sean appear in it, and Freezing Inferno.
Oh my gosh, really? Wow.
Wait, Frez, you've written stuff?
Okay, now it's a bit at this point, huh?
I'm just happy to be here.
I might write something eventually. Maybe.
You
I was going to
should.
say, wait a minute, the person that's knocking us off for not writing is not a writer. Wait a
That's what we
minute.
call irony.
I've been bamboozled here.
It's called projecting.
I'm seeing double,
Anyway, Rain,
full
you know
cats.
you know what you're gonna write. You know the thing you're gonna write.
I know what I'm going to try and write.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if I'm allowed to reference it until I actually do it.
Does it involve Symphogear?
It does not involve Symphogear, no. But
I
Frez,
finally cracked him. He's gonna write the
no. Frez and no.
It's like the end of 1984. He had won the war against himself. He loved Symphogear.
Come on, Rain. Tomorrow never knows.
Let's just say that Frezno and our friend Michael Hoovian have been trying to push me into doing a certain thing, and if I find the time, I'm going to do the certain thing.
You're gonna watch Quantum Leap?
It's a writing thing, Frez!
You're gonna write about Quantum Leap?
Wizard of Oz?
We were the whole thing! We mentioned the Wizard of Oz! Mike!
Mike, in the comments, tell everybody why they should play that version of Wizard of Oz on the SNES.
Oh, God's sake.
Say goodnight, Frezno!
Give us some views, Mike.
Oh, that just hurts.
You like me too much.
Please.
Say goodnight, Frezno. Good night, Brainiac. And thank you so much to Lena for once again coming back to this show.
Glad to be here.
Quite why you want to, I have no idea at this point. But you've been a terrific sport. You've cracked us up several times already. So thank you for coming back.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And if you ever want to come back, the door is open.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining these 3 cool cats.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's not bad. It's many things, but bad is not one of those things. We'll see you next time for Boom. We'll see you next time for Boom, folks. Until then.
Bye for now.
Until then, bye for now.
Woo, bitches!
Woo, bitches.
It'll be a long and winding road before we see you again.
God damn!
I will never regret the things we said today.
Yeah. Nor will I. So,
Make it stop! So, Kachiri, this isn't, time paradoxical at all or anything, but this is yesterday, which is fitting because it's a Beatles episode. So what do you think about Devil's Chord?
Fan-fucking-tastic! Oh my god! Oh, we haven't had an episode this fun. Well, technically the giggle was as fun as this, but we haven't had an episode this level of anything in years. Like, oh my goodness. We start out with the dual music actually physically hurting the Doctor, which is hilarious. I love the whole fact that the Beatles were singing about a dog. Some little things I noticed. I love how there's been like 6 months of adventure, so they're not doing like awkward, like we're still getting to know each other. This is a TARDIS crew that already trusts each other a lot. But it did felt like Maestro was like a season finale villain. Like the stakes was like a season finale. So like if this was any other season, we may have had something around like episode 3 where the Doctor brings up Taylor Swift and Ruby goes, "Who?" And the Doctor pays it no mind, maybe not her type of music, whatever, right? And then like started noticing there's less and less music as the series go on, like non-didactic music, less of it. And then the Maestro be a villain, but no. We basically just have an outright god battle, which I know Frezno probably has already said that they hope that there's not like a god battle every other episode, but I don't know. This felt like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode at the end, especially with them doing the piano off and like explaining their moves and stuff like that.
Music battle!
Music battle. Hey, you remember when Doctor Strange did that?
Oh, God!
But we did get the name drop of the oldest. So I'm wondering what the oldest has to do with the church on Ruby Road, because apparently the oldest was there. And we got another clue to the one who waits, which is probably going to be the final boss of season 2. If the oldest and the one who waits are 2 different characters, I'm assuming since these 2 seasons are meant to be Ruby's storyline, we're going to the 12th inning with this one. But Yeah, I'm also wondering how many more twists we were missing out of that ending. You know, we saw the Harbinger come back. We saw Susan twist during the final song, but I wonder if there's something else going on. Because there's always a twist in the end. But yeah, no, loved it. Fantastic episode. I hope Maestro comes back. It'll be fantastic just to see them torment the Doctor again.
Even if they don't come back, I think top 10 villain.
Oh, definitely top 10 villain of
Or top 10 original villain anyway.
Well, of the last 20 years, I would fit Maestro in with the top 10 villains.
That's a bold call, but I think you could make an argument for that, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I'm talking about top 10 singular villains. Like I'm not not like races or groups or anything.
No, you mean like people like Zellin and yeah.
Like the one-offs.
And we lost his actor, by the way, so rest in peace. But
yeah. No, I am looking forward to the rest of this. I hope we don't. The problem with having an episode this epic is the next time another person from the Pantheon shows up, if it's not as epic as this, then it's kind of a waste. Like, if you are going to have, 12 or 13 of these godchildren tormenting the Doctor over the next 2 seasons or something, the next 3 seasons, and the one who waits isn't the most epic final battle, then it's kind of weird how hard you went early with the toy maker and the Maestro to kind of fizzle out late. That's my 2 cents, though. But
well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm very glad you enjoyed it.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the podcast, guys. Bye-bye.
Frezno, don't forget to set your oven in 18 hours time.
What?